Hi, it's Heather from Strings and Threads. I'm going to call today from the Files Friday because I was looking back, and actually when I first started my channel back in April, I might have had this channel longer, but I didn't start posting videos until April. I was doing actually quite a few tutorials. I was looking back and I had forgotten that I had a bunch of those things up there. A lot of my starting ones, I was a little bit shy about showing my face. And so my very beginning, some of my very first few videos were just tutorials, or I didn't show myself, just feeling shy and not sure if I had the right kind of personality to be on YouTube. But I did go back, and quite a few of my tutorials were sensory toys, because I think a lot of you might already know, but I have an autistic son, and when he was younger, he was very, very sensory seeking. And so I don't want to tell a lot of the stories because he has his own YouTube channel, and this really wasn't to promote him, but if you wanted to check him out, I do list his channel in my description every time. So if you go to almost any of my videos, you'll be able to find it somewhere in there, where he talks about what it's like to live with autism, what it's like to be autistic. But anyway, when he was younger, he would need fidgets, he would need things like a weighted blanket. And so one of the projects I just pulled out that I wanted to show you and let you know that there's a free tutorial for everybody on this. This is not a private one. This is not for my subscribers only, but it is a video that anybody can access and watch the tutorial and make it from the tutorial. It is a sensory octopus. And what makes it sensory is that the top of the head here, I don't know if you can feel it, it's got marbles in it, it's got dried peas, dried beans in it, and it feels like really, has a really interesting texture when you touch it. So somebody could sit there and just play with the texture. It also gives it a little bit of weight. So like my son, he really thrived on the weight. He would use a weighted blanket and just put it all over himself. Whenever he would hug us so tight that sometimes I thought my ribs would break, but he just really craved that pressure. And so something like this was good for him, and even if it's not just the weight in your hands, you could put the weight on your shoulder like this, and you could feel the pressure here. And another feature of this weighted sensory octopus is that each leg has a marble in it. I don't know if you could see it, but so if you're like holding on to it, you could be playing with the marble too. It's just something to keep your hands busy. So I guess it could be a weighted toy and a sensory toy at the same time. It meets both qualifications. And it's fairly large, but it's not too big. It's something that you could take with you, and it's something that's not super loud either. Some of those toys, when you're clicking on the buttons, it's going to click, 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 click. And it is a neat sensory thing, but it's not something you could take everywhere with you because it's too loud. This you could probably take almost anywhere. It can have a little bit of a sound to it when you're scrunching this up, but nothing like some of those clicky toys that we've had. Even the marbles, playing with the marbles, it doesn't make a lot of noise. So anyway, if you were interested in making something like this, I will put the link to the tutorial in my description so that you can find it easily. I think I did this tutorial back in May, but just click on the link if you're interested in making one of these. It's free for everybody, and it's a fun little toy to have, and it's a nice little sensory thing. You don't have to have a disability to enjoy a toy like this either. So I hope that you all have a really great Friday, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button and feel free to share my videos. Have a great night.